Hi there. Welcome. All right. So, hi Marie. Hi Mara. Welcome, dear. I'm sure others will join us soon. Let's get started. I wanted to do the channels reading today. I felt the energy. I felt Spirit wanted me to pull some messages. So this is going to be my final reading of the day. I hope you are well. And we're going to pull some messages, okay? Let's see what's going on. Spirit, give me some channel messages. Yes, you can ask a question. Payment information is below the video. If you want to ask a question, I highly just advise you to send payment now. I wouldn't wait till last minute, so that way you can be in line. I feel like you might trigger a bunch of people to ask a bunch of questions. And then you might have to wait. So if you want to do that, you'll see payment options below the video, okay? Hi, Sarah. Welcome, dear. Welcome. Ooh, Sarah, you got a little bit of a message here. All right. Hey, guys, welcome. This is my final reading of the day. I've been traveling and doing readings all day. Woo. And then I travel again tomorrow. It's going to be a busy new month. And then September. We're on our last day of September. Our last day of September, guys. One more day, then we're moving into October. I am ready for the warm weather. Ooh, I am ready. I want to abandon the cold weather. Oh my Lord, I'm ready. Anyway, welcome, guys. We're here. I'm going to pull your message. Long time I've done a channel tarot reading. So, Spirit was kind of asking me to do this. So we're going to do this, okay? Before I shut down for the night and get to bed. I want to wake up early. Hi, Capri. Actually, I want to sleep in a little bit. Sleep in a little bit, get my sleep on. I've had a long day. Long day. Did a bunch of readings. Did a healing session. Traveled. Ooh, it was a busy day. There you go, Capri. There you go. Then I had some African food about 30 minutes, no, an hour ago. It's good. I have my Ghanaian hot sauce. What Americans say hot sauce, called Chieftess sauce. I travel with that. It's black. It is so hot. It's black. And I added it to my dinner tonight. Ooh, my mouth was on fire, but ooh, it felt good. Because I was like, I gotta have my Ghanaian food while traveling. Even if I can't get it, let me get my sauce in, then I'm okay. If I get my Ghanaian sauce in, I travel with it in my luggage. Bring it everywhere. So if I have my Ghanaian sauce with me, there's no Ghanaian food nearby in the city or whatever, at least I got my sauce. So I added some of it here and there to the African food. It was perfect. It was good. Then I had my fruit after. Whew, I'm good. Now I'm good. I'm good. So, I need a sip of water though. 1 second, I need a sip of water. Yeah, I was feeling like some energy left. Like, you know, I could do another reading. And I was like, then I'm going to go to bed. I'm on a much bigger desk space today. Feels good. Feels good, feels good, feels good. Last place I was in, had a small desk, had to work on a sofa. Now I've got a big desk. Feels good. All right, a couple more shuffles I feel. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Guys, if you want to, Mara was asking a very good question. If you want a cookie to row reading, make sure you get your payment in now, and I'll do your reading after the this channel tarot, because after this channel tarot reading ends, this shuts down. But if there's some quickies that you know that are needed, you can pay during this live stream now, and I'll do it right after, and then that's it. Okay. Information is below the video. If you need it, you know how we do. You know how we do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hi, Kayla. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm hearing lover, lover. I'm hearing lover, lover. I feel like I'm connected to somebody's dream. Hold on. I feel like I'm connected to I feel like I am connecting to somebody's dream. There's someone who's not doing very good financially. Hold on. I'm waiting for the heat to come on. I'm sorry. I'm being distracted by that. 1 second. It's like blowing out cold air. What the heck? Okay, I'll leave it on for a little bit. We'll give it a couple more minutes. I'm hearing there's somebody who wishes they had a little bit more money. I'm hearing there's somebody who wishes they had a little bit more money. They're just kind of bummed out. I just get this like slight sadness, like someone who's like, I wish I had more money. Spirit, give me some more channel messages. Spirit, give me some more channel messages. Let's do it up again. Let's do it up again. It's not time. It's not time. Spirit, give me some channels. Excuse me, I'm already getting that someone would be better off not trying to be, that is going to sound weird, but successful. But not in the way that you think of successful. There are many different types of ways you can be successful. But I feel like somebody's forcing it a bit. Now, also, I feel like I'm talking to a woman here. I feel like there's a woman who made a decision about somebody's. I feel like you made a decision. I'm hearing about your life partner. I'm hearing you made a decision about your life partner. I'm hearing get on, get on. I'm hearing get on, get on. I'm seeing the colors pink and emerald green. And the pink is like a soft, pale pink. Now I'm hearing the word palette. Palette. I'm seeing the colors like a soft pink and an emerald dark green. Spirit, I'm sure everything will come together. Tell me more. Oh wow, those cards literally came out together. Like, together. Oh yeah. I feel like you need to focus on being sensitive rather than being the queen bee. And this could be for men or women, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, when I say queen bee, that is. In other words, like the top and whatever it is. I feel like you need to I feel like you, two things. I feel like you need to focus on being more sensitive than being on top. Second, I feel like, God, I just lost the second one. I lost the second one. I'm sure it'll come back, or wasn't supposed to tell you for whatever reason. We'll see. Let's keep going. I don't want to hold on. So Spirit wants you to connect with a lot of humility, I'm seeing here. Again, it's talking about getting rid of a little bit of, I don't want to say the ego word. It's more of like, I'm right. If I were to pick a word to describe it, it's more of like, one second, the ambulance is gonna go by. It's just distracting me. Hold on. Okay, now I know what I want to say. It's more of like not looking outside of your box. Now we hear the phrase of, you know, not thinking outside the box. No, I'm talking about not looking outside of your box. It's kind of like, I'll give you an example. It's kind of like people who live in a good neighborhood and they don't want to venture outside their neighborhood. And they're like, you know, yeah, we've never gone out of our neighborhood. You know, this is where we usually get our coffee. Or this is what I usually do. Well, it's kind of like there's a little bit of ego attached to all of that. Because it's like, why wouldn't you explore outside of your comfort level? And there's a little bit of connection towards the ego, because when we refuse or are not open to exploring beyond our comfort level, that means we're not open to exploring beyond ourselves. What ourselves are comfortable with. And it's nothing about others, you know, it's about us. So that's why I'm saying it's a little bit connected to ego there. And I'm seeing that here. It's not just about, you know, not, you know, going past, you know, your border, quote unquote. I'm just saying that it's all about you. I'm hearing the word disintegrating. I'm hearing the word disintegrating. There's, now they're talking through me, through disintegrating your better self. Now, I don't mean like your higher self. I'm talking about your better self. The one that you think is better than whatever it is. Spirit wants to eat that up there. So, that's why your relationship didn't work out with Mr. You-know-who or Mrs. You-know-who. That's why your relationship didn't work out. Didn't work out, and you don't see that. There's a part of yourself that is lingering, that's connected to this ego, and it's connected to a self that says, I don't want to do what's beyond my familiarity, what I know, my space, whether physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever. It's all about being closed off to other things and beyond that. It's like I'll give you an example. It's like going up to someone and say, hey, why don't you try this dish? Why don't you try this plate? This, you don't even know what it is. Smells good though. Looks good. But you're like, what is it? Before you even get to what is it, you kind of give it the look like, the person's feeling that. Then you got that comic bubble over your head of like, what the heck is that? What is that? In other words, you're like observing it in a very judgmental manner. And it disconnects you from opportunities. And when people become nitpicky and want to stay in their bubble of, familiarity, this can be connected to this. Except the thing about it is that you're not hurting other people, really. You're hurting yourself. You have to figure out a way to apologize to yourself wholeheartedly. But it's very rare that these type of mentalities even come to the idea that they have to apologize to themselves. I hope this is all making some clarity. I'm trying to express it the best way I can, spiritually and mentally. I'm trying to, express it. But what I'm trying to say is there are a lot of people who won't venture outside of their energy zone. And this is what depletes you. This is what causes you missed opportunities. This is what causes you missed opportunities. And Spirit just wants you to work on that so you can, understand what's necessary for your contentment, for potential new opportunity in love. We'll see. And then some. Yeah, it's causing you missed opportunities in the love sector, that's for sure. That's for sure. Tell me that. I'm speaking to somebody who's a little bit stubborn. There's somebody who likes to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I'm speaking to somebody who's a little bit stubborn. I'm hearing it's my way or the highway. And this is not something that's obvious to you. Usually you'll recognize what I'm talking about when you're triggered. When you're triggered, when you're tested. No. I know half of you will probably say, no, that's not me. That's not me. This will come out. This side of you will come out when you're heavily triggered. Trust me. 10 of Cups, the Hermit card in the reverse, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Spirit saying, if you want marriage, if you want long-term commitment, whatever it is you want love, you want family, you got to stop pretending like the very things that we've been trying to send your way as far as the signs are concerned are not worth looking at. And to stop doing that. We know that you want it all with somebody. That's like your focal point. That's like taking a camera and try to focus on in at what you're trying to make the focus of the picture. Your focus is commitment and love. Spirit's saying, gotta get rid of this attitude. I'm hearing the word attitude. But like I said, whomever sees this video, whomever's watching this video, and doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's more than likely you. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us don't see our underlying tones. I don't know why I keep talking about in colors. A lot of us don't see our underlying tones. And your tone, this tone, will be triggered and cause this when really you're this. Men and women won't see you nurturing and awesome and understanding and open. And you'll end up with people who leave you. And you'll say, Chieftess, what happened? I don't know. What happened? What happened? Ah! Yeah. Tell me more. 6 of Wands. Tell me more. I'm hearing the word space cadet. I'm hearing the word space cadet. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. Spirit is saying here, by the way, that it's very imperative that you review the past. Not from your objective. I feel like you need to... Sorry, I got to stretch. I feel like you need to have a conversation with a stranger who doesn't know you. Or a friend who's non-judgmental. Stay away from family members or it's going to be judgmental. Or maybe an acquaintance. That actually will be best. Or me, whatever you feel comfortable. But basically with somebody who doesn't really know you and is not going to be judgmental. I feel like you need to have a conversation with this person and tell them about your past life, what you've been through, etc. And have them give you some feedback. I feel like with that feedback, somewhere in there, somewhere in that feedback, something's going to hit you. Or, actually, or it's going to trigger you. And then you're going to think back to this reading. And you're going to rewind. I'm seeing that somebody do that from their couch. But you need to be triggered. The reason why you need to be triggered is because you are, I'm hearing revolting. I don't know why they say revolting. But you are responding from here instead of your subconscious, you know, which is totally two different worlds. This is why we have like first response, like, no, that's not me. No, I don't understand. That's not me. No. Or when we're triggered, all that stuff, it's like highlighted, you know, trauma and memories and disappointment and neglect and abandonment and loneliness and sadness and childhood and mama and papa and ex-husband and all that stuff, experiences and all that stuff. It's like highlighted. It's like, and it's like screaming at you. You're like, but I'm not that way. I have no experiences. I have none of this. But it's like, you know. So it's really important for you to dive into all the stuff that's in your subconscious, because a lot of you are talking from your consciousness. That's why you are without them. That's why you're without them. And without your other half. I'm hearing your better half. You. Knowing thyself is to know our other half, our other better half of self. A lot of us don't know our other better half of self. That's why we don't know who we are. And that's why we hope to have a love who knows who we are and can let us know non-verbally. Then we're like, yeah, that's me. Because when I was with Johnny, you know, I was sweet and happy and content. And I found out that I want to be an architect. And we traveled the world. Or we had a kid. Or I realized like I'm not so sensitive as I should be. We realize that we, you know, wait for somebody else to tell us who we are versus finding out who we are, our better half, first. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. Okay, guys. I'm going to pull some Power Tarot cards. I hope that makes sense. If not, please rewind. Spirit, give me some more messages. They're saying that you need to get rid of this energy because it's going to force people to no longer approach you. I don't mean just romantically, I mean like in general. I'm hearing somebody saying, what's wrong with me? Tell me more. So you might be, and if I'm talking to loners, this probably is more than likely your reading. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Twice. It's affecting your money. It's affecting your money as well. I'm hearing the word shell. I feel like you're in a shell. I feel like if you were connected to more human beings and the people that you are now and or are not, I feel like your money issues wouldn't be such a big problem or deal. They're saying, they're using the word deal. Tell me more. But you decide to stay solo. I feel like you need to have more human connections. I feel like you need more human connections. And I don't mean your person. I mean like more human connections. Well, I'm talking about like your phone filled up with numbers. Your book, your whatever. You know, talking to more people. Ace of Cups in the Tower. I don't know if it already happened, but you've got a Tower moment now. Well, I didn't mean to say coming up. So I don't know if it already happened or if it's coming up. But I feel like I feel like you're going to understand why your person turned out to be the way they were. I think it's going to hit you. They're saying like a ton of bricks. They're saying like a ton of bricks. I feel like you're going to understand why your person behaved the way they did, whether they cheated, whether they ghosted, whether they, ditched and dives, whether they fell off the face of the planet. I feel like it's just going to hit you like a thunderbolt. As far as why your person turned out to be what they were. Which wasn't very different from who they were in the beginning, or who they were being in the beginning. It's not really who they were. Nobody really ever is like a cheater, liar, player, ghost, or whatever. They just adapt those behavior patterns and responses. It's not actually who they are. So I feel like you're going to understand why your person responded to you that way in the end. Because your person can choose to respond differently after meeting you. But apparently you weren't that influential on them. So they were only, responding in the same way they were in the beginning before they met you. That's why something personal. People take it always personal, like, my person ghosted me, my person lied to me, my person had third party. That's not who they were. It has nothing to do with you. That's who they were being. That's who they were responding. That's who they chose to respond as. And it hadn't, and it wasn't any different from when they were. It wasn't any different. It was not any different in the beginning or before they met you. We all have a choice of how we respond to people. It has nothing to do with you. So, yeah, a lot of people are like, what? It's nothing to do with you. It's their responsive. It's their responsive decision. It's their responsive choice. You're going to gain some clarity pretty quickly coming soon, by the way, about your person. There's some new information coming about your person. I don't mean what they're doing or who they're doing. I feel like there's like an aha moment that's like gonna click about your person's space in your world, in your life. Okay, let's get some angel cards, yeah? Let's get some angel cards. Spirit, give me some angel cards. Hierophant. Tell me more about that. When you realize that there's a reason why you don't have many human connections, you're going to question if you should be in a soulmate partnership or not. In other words, you're going to question, like, am I destined to be alone? Am I destined to have a partnership? Tell me more about this Hierophant card. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about this Hierophant. Who is Mark? I'm hearing the name Mark. Someone named Mark coming in here. Trying to tap on my energy. Tappity tap tap tap. There's someone named Mark here. I feel like he's trying to send somebody here a message. Let me get some channels. No, actually, no. I want a little bit more clarity on that. Spirit, clarify this Hierophant a little bit more. Clarify this Hierophant. Someone has a brother named Mark. Someone has a brother named Mark. You want your person still. You know, you want your person still. Whether you're like, no, I don't want them, they done me so wrong, whatever it is, you want your person still. In fact, reason why you lack human connection is because of the sadness that you still hold and carry from your person, who, by the way, is not very spiritually inclined. What I mean is your person is not really too big on God. It's not really too big on believing about, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine, you know, everything that comes with the tarot channel and the church and spirituality, everything that you got going on. But your person, I'm not going to say atheist, but they're not really like, oh, let's talk about the moon and stars at minimum, which exists if you look up in the sky. You know, that's what I say, at minimum. So if you were to talk about God or, you know, coincidences or fate or anything, they'd be like, Your person's not really big about that. So then why do you want them? Because you are here, so you believe in something. I know you believe in something, so you two are polar opposite. My gosh. But each to its own, yeah? But you're very sad still. Yeah, I don't know. And you know, a lot of people don't even know that they're sad still. They just like go on with their lives and they're like, yeah, you know, this is what happened. But your energy carries that trauma. Sadness is trauma to the body. So the body's not supposed to feel fatigued and abnormally sad and restless. I'm hearing restless at night. And then some. So we're putting trauma in the body actually when we're sad. A lot of gurus and then some will say sadness is healthy. Yeah, here and there. But it's actually very traumatic for the body. That's why a lot of people who are sad and depressed age faster. You have a whole lot of trauma in your body, whether now or from before. So you need to be very careful with that. I just forgot to take my multivitamin. Speaking of age. So you need to be very careful with that. Bringing sadness to the body Now, you might say, I'm not feeling sad now. I'm not feeling sad. If you were triggered into realizing what you need to do, you would have you would realize that sadness still exists within you from what fell out. I'm hearing the words fell out. All right. This is a heavy reading, guys. I don't mind it, but feeling your energy. Spirit, give me some channel messages. We're going to close out soon. Tell someone you dislike that you love them today. Tell someone you dislike that you love them today. That's hard, yeah? Telling someone, you know, that you love them and you can't even stand them. Someone new can help you move on. Someone new can help you move on. What did I say about that whole acquaintance thing? So don't think about just, you know, love. Yes, love is a possibility here, but I feel like you need more human connections, and more human connections that move into long-term beautiful relationships and maybe love, and then some. Start off with a friendship, and I feel like you need just more human interaction. They're getting married. Oh Lord. Sorry guys, whomever that's for. I have an ex here who's getting married. Tell me about that someone new can help you move on. I know you folks want to know about that. Tell me about that someone new can help you move on. They are perfect for you. Someone new, Spirit is saying, is perfect for you. 2 is better than 1. Spirit, clarify that 2 is better than 1 message. Clarify that 2 is better than 1 message. Clarify that 2 is better than 1 message. Nowhere, anytime. Wow. Spirit's saying that if you don't really recognize this emotional, I'm hearing the word stance, that I've been talking about throughout this entire reading, this blockage, but I really want to say stance, because I feel like it's a stubborn energy from you that you haven't seen, you have yet to see, but can be triggered, and you'll be like, I know what you're talking about now, but someone's gonna point it out to you, because you can never like fish and see everything I'm talking about. Majority of folks who listen to this are going to be like, I don't know what she's talking about. If you don't take care of this emotional stance, Spirit's saying nowhere, anytime. Anytime means all the time. Anytime means all the time, because that can happen at any moment. So all bases are covered, equivalent to all the time. You don't want to have blockages for the rest of your life. All the time, lifetime, rest of your life, you know, all the time. Spirit, give me some messages. Chieftess went through the same. This does sound very, very familiar. So you guys are not alone. Don't break my heart, please. Wait a minute, I did not see these 2 cards. Hold on. Where did these 2 cards come from? I did not see these 2 cards. 3 of Wands was over here somewhere. Where is the 3 of Wands? Hold on. 3 of Wands. I could have sworn the 3 of Wands was here. Hold on. That's important. Yeah, I'm hearing a song. This is interesting. Spirit's saying that you might need to get away. Spirit's saying that you might need to get away. I feel like you need to go away, whether it's for like a weekend, a month, whatever it is. I feel like you need to go away to get rid of this subconscious betrayal and heartbreak in your system. Because what happens is, you know, when we face our trauma, aka our sadness, it remains in the, I gotta say it like this, it remains in the system. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like, it's like putting a quarter in the Atlantic City, Las Vegas slot machine. Unless you win the aha moment, you're not getting that quarter back. You know, it's in the system. So this sadness, this trauma from this bad experience with this person and or multiple persons before that, in other words, Pat, all of your failed relationships in the past have been in your storage, your system, our spiritual system. They've been like stored. I think of like IBM disk. Yeah, I'm speaking from the 80s. I'm speaking of IBM disk, you know, like back in the day, you put the disk in the computer, they didn't have CDs yet. Yeah, it makes me think of that. When every time any trauma that you experience is like an IBM disk, or we'll say for you guys a CD, you insert it, you know, it's inserted in your system, in your spiritual house. That's why every time you have a traumatic situation, you tend to step back, you know, like automatically retracting and then connecting to the previous experience or experiences, and your system is like freaking out saying, error message, error message, error message. No, don't go there because I've been hurt in the past. Or mama and papa did this to me. Or this happened to me when I was a child. And you don't even probably know 90% of your error messages that are popping up on the screen because you haven't cleared out your IBM computer. I love IBM computers. I love IBM computers. In other words, you haven't cleared out your system. You've got all these error messages that are popping up every time you're triggered with your stuff. But the fact is, a lot of us have a hard time recovering our stuff. That's why, you know, computers break down. Spiritual systems, us as humans, break down. You have a meltdown. You have a nervous breakdown out of the blue. You know, or AKA what's called depression. You know, people think of depression as just something that's normal that goes around. No, it's not. They only call it normal and then it goes around because a majority of humans on this planet are affected by it. So since the majority are affected, whenever the majority of the population is affected by something, the system, the elite, not our system, the elite, call it normal. But when it's an isolated incident, it's abnormal. That's why depression has become like normal. And it's not. It's actually a trauma to the system. Our body, our mind, our soul, our spirit. It's abnormal. But only the system, the elite, have made it normal because majority have experienced it or do experience it. But no, it's a shock to the system to be depressed. The shock to the system. I'm not saying it's a terrible, terrible thing. I'm just saying it's It's an abnormal state of mind. I'm hearing state of mind. It's an abnormal state. It's not normal for the body to become overloaded on such sadness. Depression is an overload of sadness. Where's that Five of Cups? Where's that Five of Cups? It's an overload of sadness, guys. But we become so programmed and hypnotized by the elite that we think it's normal. And then as soon as the entire population thinks it's normal, then they feed us all these prescriptions and stuff, and we're even worse in control. I don't know where that Five of Cups is. Where are my cards? I couldn't find the Three of Wands. I can't find. Okay, never mind. I might be seeing some cards that are be coming out soon. I always call cards that come out soon. Anyhow, that's what I'm saying. So you have to summarize. So you have to find someone. Don't get a therapist. They're gonna sell you on your depression. They think it's normal. They'll say, "Oh, it's just." You know how they do. They'll put the glasses on. They'll say, "Mr. Jenkins, everybody goes through it. It's okay. I'll just write you a prescription." They don't talk about how it's trauma to your body. So you have to have this aha moment. You have to have somebody that doesn't think depression is normal. And again, I want to say, I'm not talking about that you're odd or weird, you're depressed. I'm not saying that. I'm speaking medically, energetically, that it's not normal for the body to feel that overload of sadness. And if you've been in it for years or more than a couple of weeks, it's time for you to have this aha moment, because it's your bubble. It's your bubble that's detached from society that's causing this to even escalate, this depression. And it's killing, I'm hearing your spirit. I'm hearing it's killing your spirit. It's killing your financial balance, which is, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's causing you missed opportunities with a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about romantically. I'm talking about in every aspect of this life. Exploring the earth, creating friendships, having conversations that you're destined to have, so you don't have to be here at 2 a.m. in the morning listening to me. I'm just joking. But this I'm hearing the word imperative. This aha moment is imperative. And if you don't have, these two cards came out together. If you don't have this clarity soon, they're going to drop it on you. They're going to drop it on you. I just heard bombs. They're going to drop it on you. If you don't get out of your bubble and have this healing clarity, Spirit's going to drop it on you. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Okay, let's close on out, guys. I'm going to do an outcome card from every deck. Now I got to get my beauty sleep. I'm starting to feel it. Spirit, give me one card from every deck. Closing out, outcome. In response to this reading, please. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I got to get a five. Okay. Give me one outcome card. Give me one outcome card, Spirit. All right, guys. Wow, right on the Tower card. Oh, interesting. The Magician in the reverse. Spirit, tell me more about that. Give me one outcome card from the Power Tarot deck. Give me one outcome card. There we go. Give me one outcome card. Wow, that card flew out. The Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, right now you're not in your balance whatsoever. At all. Your angels even feel blocked from you. They feel like they don't even feel like they can connect with you right now. You're I don't even feel like you're testing the waters anymore. I don't even feel like you're testing the waters anymore. Spirit, give me a angel card. Spirit, give me an angel card. 6 of Cups in the reverse. I'm talking to somebody who feels isolated, away from support, the support that they need. Yeah, I feel like your angels also too are trying to work their way back to you, but there's a blockage between you and your angels. I've never seen that before. There's a blockage between you and your angels. Usually I see blockages towards humans, between humans, but I never seen a blockage between a human and their angels, which can happen. Your angels can also come in human form, but I feel like this is more spiritual. I feel like your spiritual angels feel a blockage with you, where the whole feeling of like you're not supported, like I don't feel supported in some way is showing up. Now, there's something that you're not manifesting that's going to cause this tower moment. That's the root. The tower is the. We've got the cause and effect. The magician is the cause. The tower is the effect. There's something you're not manifesting that's going to cause this tower card. This tower moment. This tower moment. Let me see what it might be. That's interesting. Spirit, what is it that they're not manifesting? What is it they're not manifesting? Your relationship with spirit. Your relationship with spirit is very weak. It's very weak. I'm hearing the word invaluable. I'm hearing the word invaluable. Because you're not manifesting a relationship with spirit, like a strong one. I don't feel like you worship spirit. I feel like I'm talking to people who don't really worship spirit. That's why the tower moment is coming. And let's close on out. Give me a channeled outcome message. I got another message for you. Spirit was trying to manifest a relationship with you. God was trying to manifest a relationship with you. Forget spirit. God was trying to manifest a strong relationship with you through your connection with your person that didn't work out. And what also wasn't working out was the relationship between you and God. So I feel like Spirit sent this person to somehow initiate, as a result of that failed connection, a relationship with you and God. And that didn't even work out. So because you weren't getting it, you weren't seeing the bigger picture. That really the reason why this person was sent to you wasn't for you to be with them, was for you to be with God. But you weren't getting that, and you still haven't gotten that. So that's why the tower moment's coming on in. Spirit didn't even send this person really for you to be with this person long term or whatever it is. Spirit sent this person for you to use them so you could have some sort of epiphany and begin to form a strong bond and relationship with God. So this person at the end of the days was like Twinkies. They were like nothing. They weren't oozing out anything. But Spirit's like, hey, we're the reason why. God is like, I'm the reason why I sent this person out to you in the first place, because you weren't getting it, that I've been trying to form a relationship with you forever, and I'm gonna send somebody that you fall in love with. I'm hearing head over heels. I'm hearing that lose faith in. In other words, I'm going to send someone that you love, and I got to take them away for you to come to me. But you coming to God didn't work. And it hasn't been working. It's still not working. So Spirit's like, send the Tower card in. Send the Tower in. Spirit, give me a final outcome message. Once in a lifetime chance. Once in a lifetime chance. Give me one card for that from the other half of the deck. Yeah, it's really important. It's very, very important. I tell people that are close to me this, and I'll just tell it to you guys. It's really important that you decipher when you meet somebody that you're interested in. It's really important that you decipher why they're in your life. A lot of us don't have a close relationship with God. That's why 90% of the time we fail to find our soulmate and stick with them. The first clue is to find out and observe and take your time and say, is this person sent for me? Or was this person, did God send for me through this person? I'll repeat. Was this person sent to me? Or did God send for me through this person so I can get close with God? A lot of people don't even think about that. And they're just like, oh, I'm in love, you know. And it's like a stock. They invest all their money. They're like, I'm gonna win. This is my person. I want to be with them. Yeah. And they invest all their stock, all their stuff. They got their portfolio and everything, and boom, it crashes. And they're like, man, I wasted all my money on this person. I wasted all my money on this stock. Well, did you ask the number one question about the investor? Who was a secret investor that really wanted you? Was it really the person? Or was it really God? That way you know if you're wasting your time or not. Because a lot of times people don't understand that many of the people that are sent to us are not the investor. Like the private investors, the secret investors, they're not the investors. A lot of the time, 90% of the time, 90% of the people that come into your life, the secret investors, the private investors, happen to be God. And the people invest their heart and time and energy and hope and faith and love. And they get pissed off with God. Well, damn, if you did your homework in the beginning, you wouldn't be so pissed off with God, because you would have realized from the very first place that the private investor, the secret investor, wasn't this person. In other words, it wasn't this human person that you fell in love with who was actually the one you're supposed to be with. Wasn't the one that was investing in you in the first place. God was just using them to send what he needed to send to you. Whatever messages, experiences, learning lessons, whatever it is. A lot of us don't do the homework initially and say, is the private investor Jason or Sally, or is it private investor God? Nobody does that. That's why we have like the biggest divorce rate in all the planet. Spirit, give me one more message. Change for you. This reading's all about you. Look, this reading is not even anything about, this reading is nowhere near about your person. It really isn't. This reading's all about you. This is a you reading. It's a you reading. This is all about you. I'm hearing just shaping up and changing. Okay? Shaping up and changing. Realize, that that attitude that you need to work on, that I was talking about in the beginning, rewind if you missed it. And a little just heads up, a little lesson about finding out who your private investor is. Maybe I'll entitle this video that. Who is your private investor? Is it the new love, hottie that you're interested in? Or is it God? Because nobody's going to invest their time and heart, more importantly, to someone who was sent to them from private investor God. In other words, you're not going to invest your time and heart and money and energy and all that to someone who was just sent to you to teach you a lesson. If you know that that person was sent from God, you're going to save some time and efforts and heart. And if you are able to pinpoint that the reason why, Jack was sent to you was because God wants to get close with you and can't get in, but Jack can get in, then all you got to do is just, give all your love, time, and attention to God and save your heart. Wise up, and then allow God to send in your wife or your husband. Instead of wasting your time on somebody who's destined, who's planned to leave your life anyway. That's what I'm saying. It's important to find out who your private investor is, folks. That way you can save all your love, your sex, and all that good stuff for your wife or your husband or your long-term partner, whatever you believe in. I don't know. Some people don't believe in that. Whatever you believe in. Your long-term person. But a majority of us have invested in the people that have been used by God. And we're like, I don't understand. They left me. Well, did you ask God if, they're your long-term partner or who the private investor was? If God wants to have a relationship with you, you could save all this heartache by just doing the work and having a relationship with God. Then you can make your life easier. And if you're destined to be with somebody, God will send them right on it. Just having a strong relationship with God and get it over with. Get all this stuff over with. You won't be going through all that stuff. I hope that makes sense. Let's close out, guys. I gotta go to bed. Give me a calm club message. Spirit, give me a calm club message. The shell. What did I tell you about that bubble that you're in? The shell, guys. The shell. Gotta get you out of your shell. Give me one more card. I'm hearing Arizona. The snake. All about your wisdom. The snake. Got you out of your shell and up the ante on your wisdom. Don't call for 200 from Alex on Jeopardy. Call for 1,000. Say, I want to invest big in God. Then let him send you your soulmate. So you don't have to go through all this stuff. All right, let's pull the Inspired Life card, guys. Last deck. Let's pull the last deck. Spirit, God, give me one Inspired Life message. Here we go. I'll take the two. Do it from the heart or not at all. Do it from the heart or not at all. Okay? What was I saying initially in this reading? I'm saying that your humility is important. And the heart, I was saying about connecting to your heart. The heart is very much our center of crying. It really is. We connect to our heart, we cry more. Crying, whether negative or positive, is a good thing. It cleanses out the soul, cleanses out the spirit. Do it from the heart or not at all. In other words, cry and feel. Continue to be a standing rock. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You guys have some beautiful messages here. At the end of the day, this reading's all about you. Sorry, it's nothing fancy about your person coming back or anything. That's just not the Channel Tarot reading this week, okay? But it is what it is, and I feel like this is really a gorgeous reading. I hope that makes sense, and feel free to rewind the live stream if it doesn't. I tried to make it as simple as I could. Anyway, guys, I am checking out. I'm going to bed. Have a beautiful evening, day, wherever you are, and I'll see you when I see you. I'm on the traveling road, left DC today, and I'm on it. I'm moving and shaking and healing. I'll see you guys next time. Love, light, peace, and balance to all of you. Stay safe. Ciao.